Hi Rishabh. Don't you worry, it's okay.
Hi.
I've been listening to you for some time now. How are you?
See, this is the bad part. This is the embarrassing part. Yeah, this is the very embarrassing part. But
Oh no, you're damn
But-
funny. You got a great sense of humor.
this is the stand-up comedian in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, not just a host, not just an actor, not just a very good-looking guy, but welcome a stand-up comedian. And his name is Ravi Dubey 2312. It's not 2315. It's not 2311. Kindly note, it's 2312. Ravi Dubey, welcome to I Am an Official's Kuch To Corona.
Right there.
Did you hear my beautiful introduction for you?
No, I missed all of that. Yeah, I somehow networks. You know how network is right now in Mumbai. So
That is very true. Are you on Jio? Are you on Jio? Are you not on Reliance Jio?
no, we have a kind of a local service provider who's been giving us the internet. It's mostly good, but sometimes it's also not so good. You know, so.
Mukesh Bhai will be very upset if he hears this. But see, Mukesh Bhai, I'm doing my level best to pitch Jio to everyone. Please go to the show.
Hi everybody. Hi everyone. How's it going with you, Rishabh? You staying indoors, staying safe?
No choice, yeah. There's no choice but to
choice.
stay indoors and stay safe. But how's your quarantine treating you? Is the
It's
wife
good, yeah.
giving you too much work?
No, she's not. In fact, so whenever we kind of share responsibilities in the house, but also we have a friend who's also staying here. Unfortunately, he got stuck with us when the lockdown happened, so he couldn't go to Delhi, but he's here. So all of us kind of divide forces and handle the house.
How nice, yeah. I wish some of us, I think all your fans are wishing that they were that friend that got stuck with you and Sargun at home. But dividing responsibilities as in what is your role in the house? The Jadu Pocha Bartan is yours or no?
No, so thankfully we also have this God sent angel of a house help that we've had for some time, and even she had been staying with us, and she still is staying with us. When the lockdown happened, her family is in the rural part of Maharashtra, so she couldn't go. She's with us. So she's been great help. Yesterday I did the dishes though. I'm not good with cooking, so Sargun cooked also.
This is a privileged boy. I'm sorry we cannot have you. I'm sorry we cannot. This is for the Aam Aadmi.
Yeah. But I did do the dishes. That's not so bad, is it?
That's a plus one. That's a
It's
plus
a
one. But tell me, how have you been spending your time in quarantine? Kya kar rahe ho aap?
Okay, so there are some things that are like a fixed part of the timetable. A little bit of reading is a fixed part of the timetable. An hour of praying is a part of the timetable. Around an hour and a half of workout, that's a part of the timetable. We are writing something. We are in the process of kind of nurturing a few ideas which we may get into production once the lockdown is over. That is a part of the timetable. And also I dress up every single day, man. I don't come out once I take a bath. I don't come out in shorts and ganjis. I dress up every single day so that at least the evenings feel like it's not lockdown. So
No. And looking at you right now, I am feeling miserable. Yeah, all you actors are always so good looking and well dressed. Look at that hair. Yeah, now he's showing off his hair. He very subtly changed the.
yeah, look at this. Look at this. There you are. So you have the out of bed look. This is my out of bed look. I always come out of bed like this only. The hair all fixed up. Prim and proper.
all your fans are anyways loving you. Why are you making me feel so bad? but tell me, what do you think has been the biggest upside of this pandemic here? What's the biggest upside?
The biggest upside of the pandemic would be the pause that everybody has managed to get. I think we have all been a part of this, very self-consuming race. It's the world has been extremely competitive. It's also been evolutionary, yes, but also at the cost of many other things. So I think that the way the atmosphere is healing, that's an upside. You get to spend a lot of time with the people who genuinely care about you and whom you genuinely care about. We always claim in our life that we are doing what we are doing for these people, whom we care about so much, but we end up spending almost no time with them. So I think, so those would be the upsides. Of course, the challenge is huge, and there are also infinite number of downsides of it. But when life gives you a lemon, you try and make lemonade, right? So you got to look at the optimistic, positive side of this.
I usually just directly have Sprite, so I keep the lemon.
That's
aside.
good, So if life gives you lemons and you do not make lemonade, you'd be stuck with a whole lot of lemons. So you might as well put a little bit of it in your Sprite.
In my Sprite, no. But
Yeah.
that is the one nefarious substance I allow myself during lockdown, which is a
Which
glass
is
of
Sprite.
Which
Oh,
is
you
Sprite.
must, yeah. You should allow yourself more nefarious substances. This is your chance. When you get back to your professional world and your groove, you may not get the chance to consume these so-called nefarious substances.
But in my case, I'm doing mundane. I'm doing mundane work. In your case,
Which is?
you're having which is my case is like going to a factory and trying to make steel rods and iron rods, and nobody's buying those rods.
Yeah.
Because
So what do you do with the? So then, what do you do with those rods? Then finally, you got a hell of a lot of rods.
I'll call you up and I'll say, if you need them for your workouts, I'll send it across here.
Maybe I'll ask them when I run out of rods in my house. So yeah. So
No,
you
but
said
that-
that.
but-
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it, please,
Sorry,
please.
Go on.
No,
you-
I think it. I'm sorry. Go for it, please, please. That's okay.
Listen, इतने तमीज और तहजीब से आप मत बात कीजिए. But what I was going to ask you is the upside of the pandemic is obviously the fact that the ozone layer and all of this is just
Oh yes.
dramatically healed, and also people like you who've been working 24/7. Yeah, you guys have like some of my friends who work in your industry, they're working non-stop. Like I barely see that guy once in like 1.5 years because he's always on set, and then he's on another set, and then he's on another set.
Right.
So this must be a welcome break for all of you guys to pause and break.
See, you gotta welcome any break that comes your way. I mean, one has never complained with a time schedule or with a timetable that's completely full of the work that you're doing. But that's I think that's you always appreciate the fact that you are working, you are relevant, and you're doing what needs to be done. But at the same time, when life gives you this kind of a sudden turn which you did not expect, you gotta find a whole lot of things that are worth appreciating in this time also. So I never complained then. I'm not complaining now. It's all fine. It's a part of life. We have a story to tell our grandchildren once we're out of this. So it's good. It's good.
That is true, and one of the stories I'm penning down is called Kuch To Corona.
मुझे पता है. That's what the name of your show is, right?
Yeah, this guy's done his homework.
Kuch To Corona, and this is the second season of it. I know my job. I know I've done my homework, as you said.
These guys are damn smart. This is the problem. This is the problem I'm facing, which is. But let me ask you this. The second part of what we do is called Tum Bhi Corona. Okay. तो ये तुम भी करो ना.
उसके बाद क्या है? तो ये कुछ तो करो ना, तुम भी करो ना, फिर क्या? अब तो करो ना.
Correct. This guy should be Chief Strategy Officer. I am. आपको नया designation. Whenever you are free, you are the Chief Strategy Officer of IIM.
All right. I'll just do it voluntarily. I got a lot of time on my hands anyway right now. So.
But it's always an honorary job. It's in our case, it's always honorary. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everything is honorary.
Okay. Done. Got your point.
But what do you recommend young people do sitting at home? Yeah, in Tum Bhi Corona, the idea is what can young people sit at home and do? क्या कर सकते हैं?
I think first of all, this is a good time to take care of your fitness. Now you don't have that excuse that you're too busy with work or academics or so on and so forth, and you have to go to college or you have to meet friends and all of that. Now would be the time to focus on your, literally your anatomy. Do your push-ups, do your little bit of cardio and skipping and all of that, whatever it is required. Secondly, कुछ अच्छी किताबें पढ़ो यार. दुनिया भर का. This is a good time to have a lockdown. You have the internet. You can watch some good stuff. You can, like I have been last couple of days. I've been watching a lot of classics. Last night I watched Avara. Today I watched CID, Devanand CID, and so this is the kind of cinema that I've always wanted to engage in, but I'd always been kind of putting it off, for some time in the future. And now is the time. So I'm kind of indulging in all the hobbies that I wanted to indulge in, but I thought that I never had the time. So yeah. So you could do everything that your heart desired, and you couldn't do it because your schedule was too full. Do it now. Don't complain. Just find reasons to appreciate the time, and it'll be beautiful, and it'll pass really swiftly.
This too shall pass. But you were talking about
True that, man.
Listen, these are few lines are good ones. Yeah, there are few lines which are really good. There are few lines which are not written by
excellent
me,
ones,
which are written by these young boys and girls, which are very bad. So, okay, so but you like reading? Do you like reading books?
I do. So I'm not exactly a voracious reader, but yes, I do like reading books. Yes.
But there's a very short book. It's about 150 pages long, and this book
Which one is that?
about. It's a book about an introvert's journey in an extrovert's world. It's called An Open Mic. It's a lovely book.
That's you.
But
That's you. I can see Rishad. I can see you, Rishad.
No, I'm just joking. I'm. You mentioned books, so I.
नहीं मैं so lockdown खत्म होते ही किताब खरीदता हूँ मैं तेरी, and 100% I will give it a read. Yeah, I'm looking forward.
खरीदने की कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. कोई खरीद नहीं रहा है. हम लोग फ्री में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. आपका एड्रेस जानते हैं, हम भेज देंगे.
100%, man. 100%.
But tell me this. You said, there are multiple upsides to the pandemic.
Right.
But you are living with your friend and your wife.
Right.
This probably must be the maximum time that you would have spent with her post your honeymoon.
So the entire 2019, Sargun was she was in Punjab. She was also shooting abroad, and I was here shooting in Mumbai. So not only are schedules erratic, they are also in geographically different places. Thousands of kilometers apart. So I barely saw her in the entire 2019 for around 23 days. That's about it.
Wow.
And
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So this would be the longest time I spent with her, at least in the last 4 or 5 years. Longest time together, consecutively.
Wow. So is this good? May I ask you a personal question? Is this difficult then now to handle, or is it becoming difficult?
Never, man. Never. Not at all. It is a treat, man. It's a treat to be locked down with someone you relate with,
Yeah.
And apart from being married to Sargun, I also truly relate with her. We can have discussions about anything under the sun, and we've always had a common wavelength. We are not just a couple, but we are also great friends when it comes to talking about things that we believe in, causes we believe in, films that we like, food that we like. Everything is almost similar. So I'm glad that I'm with somebody where that give and take is possible even during the lockdown. So it's mutually kind of evolutionary, if I may say so.
No, that's great to know. I was just trying to I was pulling your leg.
Oh, that's okay.
You guys make a fantastic couple, and I'm
Thank
pretty
you.
sure, and all your fans and everyone who's watching this already knows that. But you said that the two of you share discussions on every topic, right? Any and every topic.
Yeah.
So tonight the discussion at 9:35 p.m. Is going to be on this one very important organization, right? It's going
Yes,
to be
it would be. And this really important person and this really important book. So, yeah.
I'm joking, maaf kar do, please. But tell me, how did your journey start? I really want to know. Your journey is very inspirational, and a lot of people have spoken about it. But tell me more than how your journey started, because I'm pretty sure everyone knows about it, and that's the standard question I would ask somebody whose journey people do not know about. But tell me one incident in your life which has shaped you, which you've yet not told people at large.
I wouldn't say that there is anything exclusive, because, by the virtue of being in the industry for over a decade and a half, these questions have come one's way. So there are more than once kind of I've discussed these things. But yes, there is one point.
And I thought these were the Albert Einstein IQ 175 based questions. This is the problem.
No, unfortunately.
No, but yeah, sorry, you were saying.
No, but yeah, I think I think your tipping point always comes when you hit the strongest deadlock. Where there is always no way forward. That's when kind of your life graph it gets a tipping point, and that can happen multiple times in your life. But I remember when I came to Mumbai for my engineering all the way back in 2001, and I was consistently not doing well, in my engineering. I couldn't find that kind of relatability. I always felt like, I don't belong here. I belong elsewhere. That constant kind of feeling in the core, that would never let me perform to the best of my ability. And I think one thing led to another, and a low self worth more than anything else, it really brought one to the edge. And I kind of, there was this one time that it became so overwhelming that I did not know what to do or where to go. And I thought that maybe culminating everything would be a solution. It was an extremely weak moment. But again, I keep mentioning that in life, you need a spiritual anchor. You need something to kind of give you a ground. You need to kind of align with your center once again. And once you do that, then things begin to unravel in a very positive space. And I think it was that point onwards that my tipping point also happened. Once I collected myself and decided to invest myself and do my best at the task at hand, things began to open up for the best. So that would be the starting point. I know I've deliberately not been too clear about it, but I would say that no matter what deadlock you may face, this being one, the kind of deadlock that we are facing right now, this being one, so there's always going to be those two choices, where you can focus on the negative or you can focus on the positive. The more you focus on the negative, you'll only nourish it more, and suddenly you'll find it to be extremely overwhelming, where it may not be actually. And if you focus on the positive, you might just. I don't know where I heard that there was this kind of a metaphor on the theory of relativity, something to the effect of Einstein saying that time passes differently in different situations. So 5 minutes with your hand on a frying pan will pass very, very slowly, whereas 5 minutes when you are in conversation with a beautiful girl will pass really fast. So focus on the positive, and this and this difficult time is going to pass really, really fast. And you'd probably be a little more evolved. You'd probably be looking a little more better. You'd probably be more brighter, more inspirational, more optimistic. By the time you come out, you can be a better version of yourself. It's about the choices you make now. So yeah.
Ravi, I'm disappointed. Your answer is brilliant. It's fantastic. But the thing that I didn't like about your answer is this. You said your time passes by when you talk to a pretty girl. But when you're talking to me also, time is passing by.
Passing swiftly, see? So maybe you are the pretty girl.
Listen, you're gonna put me in a soup. But it seems that you're a very spiritual person. From what I'm understanding is you seem to believe a lot in spirituality. Your chakras seem aligned.
They do?
Mine seem all over the place, as you can evidently see the hair.
How old are you, Rishabh?
I'm 28.
At 28, you've written a book. Your chakras are as aligned as they can be, man.
But quite honestly, tell me. So you believe a lot in spirituality, right? Am I correct?
Yes, I do.
And this path of spirituality is something that you took up as a child growing up, or is it something that when you came to Bombay and because of your experiences, if I may ask, of course?
Yeah, of course, please. It's. I think I've always been fairly spiritual. 2000s. That was when I वो डूबते को तिनके का सहारा होता है ना. तो मतलब it's from that point in view, I think spirituality took a major. It really became a very dominant part of my personality in that sense. And I started practicing Buddhism at that time. I started chanting at that time. I started meeting a lot of people who were also fighting difficult circumstances in their life. They were also overcoming with a smile on their face. For them, this time was passing really, really swiftly. I found that very inspiring. And I still find it very inspiring when people treat prayer as a pledge to kind of, transform their reality. So I find that very inspiring, and in my own life also, prayer has that meaning only.
No, but it's true. No, if you believe in something, I think if you believe in anything and you put all your heart and mind to it, automatically the universe conspires in order to. Shah Rukh Khan said it in the movie Om Shanti Om and made us believe in it all over again.
It's not completely true. You attract what you are.
So I'm going to take that as a positive thing because I'm attracting the right people to come on the show. But,
and I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Absolutely. let me take you to the last part of what we do. It's a quick rapid fire. So I'm going to ask you a few questions and you need to answer it very honestly. The first question, in your house, because you are married, this I must ask you, आपकी चलती है या सरगुन की ज्यादा चलती है?
दोनों की चल जाती है यार. दोनों की चल जाती है. So but I trust her instinct more. तो से कि उसी की ज्यादा चलती है. मेरे को उसका मुझसे बेहतर है. So yeah.
This is the right thing to say. This is the right thing.
And it is also the true thing to say. I don't think I have that kind of practical wisdom that she does. So I would much rather go with her instinct because it seems to benefit the both of us. So yeah.
Now you're going into that mold of the perfect family man. But let me but let me take you to the next question. Rapid fire. Your favorite Hollywood actor?
Leonardo DiCaprio, currently living.
Currently living. And your favorite Bollywood actor?
My favorite Bollywood actor, Amitabh Bachchan.
Spirituality in one word, what does it mean to you? This I added right now myself. Spirituality in one word, what does this mean to you?
Victory.
And the very pertinent and important question, which is $1 million question, because on answering this, we will transfer 1 million Zimbabwean dollars into your bank account.
Sure, go for it right now.
So the question is, which is your favorite platform to address young people? After this interview, which is your favorite platform to address young people? And there are two choices. One is IIMUN, and the second one is India's international movement to unite nations.
Okay, so that would I'll go with the first because you're asking for the first. Like the top platform, it's got to be the first. So I'm going to go with the first.
Oh God! These questions make me look very silly, but I have to do it because everyone in IIMUN is watching this. So otherwise they'll be like, he spoke about everything,
but did not speak about IIMUN.
So with your permission, can I take 2, 3 questions from the audience?
Yeah, you definitely. I would love that. It's just that I am not able to somehow see the questions rolling up. So you please feel free to read, and I'll answer them on behalf of everyone. So
done, of course. Okay, so the first one is, do you believe in meditation? How would you explain the importance of the same to the youth?
Yes, I do believe in meditation. I think when you kind of we've spent a lifetime kind of living a life which is outside in, but the way you live your life or what you attract in your life, how smooth or difficult it is, it's all about you're actually living it inside out. So meditation is a fantastic way. Why not? And it gives you an opportunity to go into some sort of a introspection. It immediately makes you a better version of yourself, not even sometime in the future. So it's fantastic.
Then Ravi, I must try to do this because if it's going to have immediate results, then for tomorrow's live, I'll be a little better.
You are already very, very good.
Arey Baba, coming from a host, that means a lot. But can you say a few lines in Marathi? Can you say a few lines in Marathi for all your Marathi fans?
Yeah, mulgi shikli pragati jali. So in fact, all of us should be literate. In that sense, all of us should study very hard.
Very true, very, very true. Please ask him about Ravi Sargun's music video.
Oh yeah, so I don't know what to say to that because I haven't really mentioned anything about that. That seems to come up in every live session, but I don't really have a concrete answer to give right now.
Oh, okay. What's your tip or advice to aspiring actors, especially during times such as these? People who are aspiring actors like me, what do we do sitting at home?
Yeah. I mean, see, this is the best time to be aspiring for anything. You got the entire world at your disposal, literally in your palm top with your smartphone. If you're creative and if you think that you have that kind of creative potential, and if you think that you have what it takes, that X factor, then the world is your audience at this point of time, and they're all sitting home. They would love to watch you if you're good. So anyone who's an aspiring actor, I think keep that aspiration going, full power to that, and begin to believe in your dreams and also start acting on it. This is the time. So yeah, use the smartphone, write a script, prepare a monologue, just kill it, go for it.
And if you can't write a script and you can't prepare a monologue, just compel people like how I compel people at 7 p.m. to forcefully listen to you and then pitch yourself. Well, what is your plan post-lockdown, Ravi? What is your plan post-lockdown?
I think I'm going to go to this Pani Puri stall that's very close to my house. I'm going to devour some of those. And I'm going to go to Delhi on the very same day. I'm going to go to Delhi. I'm going to spend a couple of hours there. I'm going to go to Chandigarh to my in-laws. So basically that's the two top things that I need to do, is to visit my family in Delhi and Chandigarh as soon as the lockdown gets over. So yeah, everything else will have
which is your so for the Pani Puri that you're going, you're calling us also, right, Ravi? Or are you just going to go by yourself?
So I'm mostly going to have it on the way to the airport. I'm going to tell you what time my flight is. You can drop into the stall, and right before I take the flight to my family, you can join me for the Pani Puri.
Done. And that day my Instagram following will go from 1 to 1,000. But tell me, Ravi, which is your next project? What is your upcoming project? Everyone wants to know.
As much as I'm aching to talk about it, I think I'm not at complete liberty to discuss much, but you'll soon get to know, hopefully within the lockdown itself. So
ask him all the questions which you want to ask him. Then again, Ravi, you are a hidden singer. You are a hidden singer who's now a very well-known singer. Tips for becoming a singer? People are asking you tips for becoming a singer.
If you're as bad a singer as I am, then just stay hidden. Continue being a hidden singer only. Hide and sing. Hide and seek, other the hide and sing.
This guy is modest. He's a rock star. And quite honestly, the last question I'll ask you, Ravi, on behalf of everyone is, what is Ravi Dube's income?
Income? Okay, I'm going to tell you.
How much does he charge?
It's zero. I've been in lockdown for the last 45 days. So they've only been outgoings. A good time. Whoever the intelligent, witty person is who asked this, this is a good time to ask. It's an easy answer. It's not a difficult answer at all.
Please don't mind half of the senseless questions and half of the senseless comments. It's just in order to make it as light-hearted as possible.
That's very good. It's a good strategy. It's when you kind of make light of a difficult circumstance, it becomes lighter. So, acha. I like the humor. I like the fact that this is being dealt with with humor.
No, and I like the fact that you're sporting enough in order to wear a smile and participate in something like this. It's honestly a lot of fun talking to you. I think now I know why people love you so much as a host. They prefer you talking and me being shut. But honestly, Ravi, it's been a pleasure and a privilege having you on this show.
Likewise.
I do hope that we can see you at some IIMAN conference very, very soon.
I'm looking forward, buddy. Absolutely looking forward.
And to the
And I'm going to read that book,
and the
Open Mic. The Pani Puris and the book that's pending once the lockdown is over. Open mic, my friend.
And as we end it, I want to use what he said in this. I want to quote him as we end it. He said, "When life gives you," it's a saying that's been used many a time, but I don't think anybody's used it as appropriately as him on the show today. When life gives you a lemon, squeeze it and make a lemonade. This is why this guy is a smart actor and a fantastic human being. Ravi Dube from everyone at IIMUN. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, Rishabh. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, buddy.
Bye bye.